My parents gave me such a weird made-up name that I finally changed it. My parents were total hippies back in the day. They met at some music festival in the 90s and decided normal names weren't good enough for their future kid. So when I was born, they literally invented a name. Just made it up because they thought it sounded cool and spiritual. I'm not gonna say what it was because if you Google it, my face is literally the only result. That's how unique it is. But imagine something that sounds like a fantasy character mixed with a type of plant. That's the vibe. From the moment I could talk, I knew something was wrong. I was maybe 4 years old at preschool when the teacher called roll and got to my name. She just stopped and stared at the paper for like 10 seconds. Then she tried to say it, messed it up completely, and all the other kids started laughing. That became my entire childhood. Every first day of school, every substitute teacher, every new person I met, the same awkward pause, the confused look, then either laughter or this fake enthusiasm like, oh wow, that's so unique. People always said they loved my name, but I knew they were lying. They loved it because it wasn't their name. They got to have normal names like Sarah or Mike while I was stuck explaining mine everywhere I went. By middle school, I started using fake names at restaurants and coffee shops. I'd say my name was Emma or Lisa just to avoid the whole conversation. My parents thought this was hilarious and would call me out. That's not your real name, they'd say loudly, thinking they were being funny. I wanted to disappear. High school was worse because I had to put my real name on college applications and resumes. I applied for this job at the mall when I was 16, and during the interview, the manager literally asked if my name was a joke. She thought someone had pranked her with a fake application. But the breaking point came last year during a job interview. I just graduated college and was interviewing for this really good position at a marketing company. Everything was going great until the end when the boss said, well, your name will definitely help people remember you. Then she started asking about it. Where's it from? What does it mean? Did your parents make it up? I had to sit there and explain that yes, my parents invented it because they were hippies who thought they were being creative. I could see her trying not to laugh. I didn't get the job. They went with someone else who had the same qualifications but probably a name that didn't sound like a Pokemon character. That night I looked up how to legally change your name. It cost about $300 and took 2 months of paperwork, but I did it. I picked something normal and common that wouldn't make people do a double take. When I told my parents, my mom actually cried. She said I was rejecting their gift and that my name was special. My dad said I was conforming to society and losing my individuality. I told them I'd been losing my individuality my whole life because people only saw my weird name, not me. They didn't talk to me for 3 weeks. But honestly, it was worth it. Now when I go to Starbucks and they call out my order, nobody laughs. When I introduce myself at meetings, nobody asks me to repeat it 5 times. I'm just another person with a regular name, and it's the most freeing thing I've ever experienced. My parents still call me by my old name sometimes just to be petty, but I don't care anymore. I'm never going back.